from Davenport, Florida. And this morning, my topic that I want to talk about is basically, if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? And basically, I believe that that's a very important topic that people really need to understand, because you need to understand in life that your happiness depends upon you, and it depends upon you being satisfied first before you can go out there and satisfy somebody else. And if you're not happy with your lifestyle and the lifestyle that you're previously living, and in particular what you have going on in your lifestyle, and you're not happy with it the way it is, then you cannot satisfy nobody else, because of the simple fact that you're going to always feel like there's something missing in your lifestyle. And then what's going on in your lifestyle, if it's not making you happy, it cannot make nobody else happy. So before you try to go out there and satisfy another and make another person happy, always make sure that you satisfy yourself first, and always make sure that you're happy with yourself first. You're happy with the lifestyle you're living. You're happy with the way things are going in your life, your finances, whatever's going on, your goals, your dreams. Whatever you're trying to achieve in life, you have to be happy, with at that point to where you know that you're achieving what you want to achieve, and you're happy and you're satisfied. And then when you reach those points in your life, then you can satisfy somebody else. But like I said, if you're not happy from the beginning with yourself, and the way that you become happy with yourself is that you go out and you evaluate yourself. You look at all the things in your life that's going on, that's missing, that can, make you more happy in life, make you more of a happier person, make you that person to where, when you do, find that significant other person that you're looking for, then you're happy with yourself. And now you and that person can create a lifestyle of happiness. But if you're, say for instance, if you're not happy and you're broken inside and you don't know which direction you want to go, then you can't satisfy nobody else, because you're gonna whatever person you come in contact with, and you start to deal with, you're not going to be happy with that person, because there's always going to be something that person is doing that's not going to make you happy and satisfy you, because you're not happy, you haven't satisfied yourself. So my advice to you this morning is, if there's something going on in your life right now that is not making you happy, and that is making you miserable, and that is holding you back from moving to the next level in life, then take a good evaluation on it, and find out where you're not happy with it. And once you find out where you're not happy with it, now you have to distinguish how you're going to make change, create change, because a lot of people in life, they miss out on a lot of things in life, and they don't move forward in life because they never evaluate themselves, and they never evaluate the things that they're going through as an individual before they go out and and try to pass judgment upon others. And that's only because of the reason why they pass judgments upon others is because they're not happy with themselves. So when they're not happy with themselves, then they find fault in others. And like I said, when you're not happy, you can't satisfy nobody else. And anytime, say for instance, you're a single man or you're a single woman, and you're looking for that significant other to come into your life. But the thing is about it, if you're living a lifestyle to where you're not happy with your present life, to where you are right now, and what's going on in your life, whether it's mentally, physically, or whatever the case may be, financially, it doesn't matter. But you have to find your happiness first before you can go out and try to satisfy another. Because if you're not happy, you cannot satisfy nobody else, because of the simple fact that you're not happy. So you want to make sure that you're happy with yourself, you're satisfied with yourself, you're satisfied with the goals and things that you have created for yourself, that you have done for yourself, and you're satisfied with them, and you're on the level where you're happy, because your happiness depends on yourself, and then your happiness to satisfying someone else also depends on yourself. So my message to you this morning is work on yourself first before you go out there and try to build a relationship with somebody when you're not happy, or try to build a friendship with somebody when you're not happy. Because the thing is, it's gonna it's gonna coincide within, what you're trying to build, or whatever you're trying to do, is because you're not happy. And then it's the same way. If you're trying to go out there and you're trying to build a business and you're not happy with yourself, then your mind is not gonna be on a positive mindset, because you're going to be thinking about all the things that's going on in your life that you're not happy with. And therefore, that's going to lead you to not believe in yourself that you can build this business to the level that you want to build it to. So always make sure, before you go out and try to do anything, make sure that you're happy with yourself. And then you can go out there and satisfy, someone else, if it's the case of you trying to find, someone to be in your life. But you always have to evaluate yourself, because a lot of people fail in life, and a lot of things that they do or they try to achieve is because they're not happy themselves, and they don't realize it. Because a lot of people don't realize. They wonder why things keeps going wrong in their life, but they never look at themselves and they evaluate themselves as a person and look at their happiness and where they are. And then, now once you figure out your happiness, then you can go out and you can satisfy someone else, or you can go out and do something in a satisfying manner. But the first thing that you have to do, you have to work on yourself first and make sure that you're happy with the decision you have made. You're happy, with yourself as a person. You love yourself as a person. You're not putting yourself down as a person. You're talking good to yourself as a person, and you're happy with yourself, and then you can satisfy someone else. But if you're not happy, you cannot satisfy no one else, because just like the old saying goes, misery loves company. And if you're miserable and then you're trying to create something with someone else and you're miserable on the inside, you're only going to lead that miserableness over to them. And now they're gonna feel like, that you're not giving your all, you're not appreciating them in the right kind of way. So that's why it's very important that you reach deep down inside of yourself and you realize, your happiness, and where your happiness lies within yourself. And then that's when you'll start to create things in your lifestyle, and you'll be able to live a better lifestyle because you're happy. When you're happy, you live a better lifestyle, you make better decisions. And then when you're looking for someone to come into your life, once that person comes into your life, you're happy, with yourself, and now you and that person can build something. But if you're not happy with yourself and that person comes into your life, then now you're only going to think about how miserable you are. And by you thinking about how miserable you are, you're going to lead that on to that person that you're trying to build something with. So the most important thing that I'm trying to get you to see this morning, within this morning inspiration that I'm bringing to you, is make sure that you satisfy yourself first before you go out and try to satisfy someone else. Or make sure that you satisfy yourself first before you go out and make a decision to build something else. Because it's very important within you being happy, in order for you to be successful in anything you're trying to do or anything you're trying to build. Whether it's a relationship or a business, anything it is, you always have to be happy with yourself on the inside first, because then, like I said, if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? You cannot satisfy nobody if you're not happy. So you have to realize your happiness first, and then you could go out and satisfy another. But if you don't know where your happiness lies within yourself, then you cannot satisfy another. So, like I said, my message to you this morning is work on yourself first and your happiness, and evaluate yourself and see, what are the things that is going on in your life that's not making you happy. And then once you figure out what the things going on in your life that's not making you happy, now you can work on creating, a way to turn those things that are not making you happy from sadness into happiness, or from, whatever the case may be. It may be anger, it could be upset, could be anxiety, it could be stress. Whatever the thing is that is holding you back from your happiness, you need to evaluate yourself to where you can dig deep within yourself and find your happy place. Because everybody needs to find their happy place in life in order for them to be able to go on to the next stage in life. And if they don't find their happy place and they try to go on to the next stage in life, like I said, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in building a business, you have to realize in order for you to do both of those things, you have to be happy with yourself. Because if you're not happy with yourself, say for instance, when you go into a new relationship and you're not happy with yourself, and now when things go wrong, you're not happy with yourself, you're going to blame the other person for the lack of your happiness, and then that's going to create a problem in the relationship. And it's the same way with building a business. If you're not happy with yourself, you cannot build a business because your mind is not on a positive mindset and you're not focused to the level of where you need to be. So now when it comes to you making business decisions or whatever the case may be, you're going to overthink your business decision. You may not even invest in another stream of income to create another one on top of what you're doing because you're not happy with yourself, and you may not even believe in yourself that you can do it. So that's why I said the most important thing when you set out goals and dreams and and expectations and all those different things that you set out in life to achieve, you just have to make sure that you're happy with yourself from the beginning, because like I said, that determines your success or failure within it, because it's all inside of your mindset. By you having a positive mindset and a happy mind inside, and you're in your heart and you're happy, then you can satisfy someone else, or you can satisfy yourself within whatever you're trying to do. But you cannot satisfy someone else and you cannot satisfy yourself if you're not happy. That's just the bottom line. So you need to reach deep and find your happy place and find out, what is actually holding you back from that level of happiness that you want. And then once you figure out what that is, now you strive to work on those things to make them better. Say for instance, if you got something going on in your life and you're stressed all the time, that's something that's holding you back from your happiness. So now you got to find a way not to wake up stressed every time. And the only way you do that, wake up thinking about how blessed you are because God woke you up to see another day. That's a blessing in itself. So that will kind of relieve the stress that you're going through, and then wake up telling yourself, I'm going to have a better day than I did yesterday. I'm not going to be stressed today. I'm not going to let the things of this world that's going on and the people in this world stress me out. I'm going to find my happy place. And then once you find that happy place, now you can satisfy someone else, or you can satisfy yourself within building a business or within anything that you're trying to accomplish. But it all starts within your happiness. And then, like say for instance, that you're going through a situation where, it may be a loss of a loved one. And now it has really diminished your heart and you're really, really, really sad. You just got to dig deep down within and just remember that, hey, that person is gone from the physical realm of this earth, but they'll forever be in your heart. And now you have to hold those happy memories in your heart. And then that takes away that sadness. And now you're happy, and now you can move on to the next level. And now you can satisfy, someone else or yourself or whatever the case may be. But just know that if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? You can't satisfy no one, and you can't even really satisfy yourself and give yourself what you deserve and think on a level of a positive mindset when you're not happy. Because when you're not happy, negative thoughts run through your mind, and when negative thoughts run through your mind, they cloud your judgment. And when negative thoughts run through your mind and cloud your judgment, now you make decisions based upon, where you are and your unhappiness. And then you believe that you can't do no more than what you're doing because of the simple fact that you're not happy from the beginning. So now you cannot satisfy another, and you definitely cannot satisfy yourself because you're not happy. So if that makes any sense, that's what I just wanted to bring to you this morning, to know the value of how important it is as satisfying yourself and your own happiness first before you try to satisfy another. Always satisfy yourself and your happiness, and make sure that you're happy, and make sure that whatever you have going on in life, it satisfies you and it makes you happy. Whatever you're doing, like for instance, I'll give you an example right now. If you're out there working on a 9 to 5 and you don't love what you're doing, you're not happy. So you need to try to find a way to create something in your lifestyle to where you can be happy, and now you can move forward to the next stage in life, and now you can satisfy someone else, and then you can also satisfy yourself within the decisions that you make moving forward. So everyone today, I challenge you today, if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're not happy with it, then find another way to create a second strand of income that is going to bring you the happiness that you're looking for. If you have a passion and you have a goal for helping people, find a way that you can create a second strand of income to where you can help people. If that's what brings you your happiness. Just like with me, like I said, when I was out there in the industry and I was working a 9 to 5, I was not happy. So therefore, me being able to satisfy another, it was hard because I was not happy with where I was in life and what was going on in my life. So now it caused me to do things and say things that I normally would not say had I been happy. Like now, I no longer work a 9 to 5 no more. So now I don't have no stress. But when I was working a 9 to 5, I was stressed because I was going into a job that I knew that I was overworked and underpaid. I knew that I was doing a system of trading time for dollars, and I was just tired. And I wanted a way out, but at that point in time, I didn't see no way out. But then when I got introduced to the concept of network marketing, that was my way out. And then once I seen the concept, I seen my happy place starting to come back. I said, hey, if I learn how to do this and I get good at it, then I can teach others how to be successful. And that'll give me my happy place back to where now I can satisfy others and change other people's lives because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying to you. You cannot go out there and satisfy another and help someone else change their life if you're not happy. So always try to find your happy place in whatever you're doing in life, because nobody deserves to be on this earth each and every day and wake up and not be happy. Because you should have a smile on your face each and every day, despite the situation that is going on, because you should know that no matter what you're going through, the book of life says, God is going to work it out. So you got to believe and trust and believe that there's no situation that is too big to where God cannot intervene and work it out to where it should have you feeling unhappy and not knowing that you can go to the next level in life. So you just have to worry about what makes you happy and what things are you going to do in order to keep that happiness. Or if you don't have that happiness in your life right now, what are you going to do to create that happiness so you can be happy, and now you can go out there and you can satisfy another in doing whatever it is you want to do. Like I said, if it's within building a relationship with somebody else, you can go out there and satisfy them and build that relationship for the fact of the matter because you're happy. And then if it's within building a business, now you can go out there and satisfy others and teach them how to build a business and be successful because you're happy. Your happiness depends on your success, but it also depends on another success, because your happiness can teach them how to be successful, but it all starts with you. So you got to be happy, because if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? You can't satisfy another if you haven't satisfied yourself first. So that's what you really need to look at. That's what you really need to be thinking about, is your happiness. And what are the things, and like I said, this morning, like I say, evaluate yourself and see What are the things that is going on in your life right now that is keeping you from being happy? And then once you figure out what those things are that's going on that's keeping you from being happy, then start working on them a little bit at a time. Just a little bit at a time. Try to work on them. You're not gonna all the things that's going. If you got a lot of things that's going on in your life right now that's keeping you from being happy, then I suggest you work on them one day at a time. If it's stress, work on not being stressful for a day. If it's anxiety, the next day, work on not having anxiety. If it's doubt, work on not doubting yourself for a day. If it's unbelief, work on, believing in yourself for a day. If it's sadness, work on believing and knowing that whatever's going on in your heart that's making you sad, just know that it lives on the inside and not on the outside, so it should not make you sad, because you should have the memories of the love of whatever's going on that makes you sad on the inside of you. And if it lives on the inside of you, then you can be happy. But just remember, if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? It's not a rhetorical question. It's just one of those questions to where you need to find your happiness so you can move on with your life and you get to the next level in life to where you want to be. But it all revolves around your happiness yourself. And you have to be happy in order to be able to satisfy another. And that's the reason why I wanted to bring this message to you this morning, because I want you to understand how important it is for you to be happy before you try to satisfy someone else, or before you try to help someone else to move on to the next level in life. You have to be happy in order to be able to give them that advice based on your experience. Because if you don't realize the way you are and your happiness and your level of how you carry yourself as your character reflects others. And if you're not happy and people see you unhappy all the time, now that sets a bad reflection. And now that person may look at you in a different way, even though they may not know what's going on in your life that's not making you happy. But you have to search deep within yourself and find your happy place, because you do not deserve to wake up each and every day and be miserable. You deserve to be happy. So just remember, if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? First of all, satisfy yourself, because I guarantee if you learn to satisfy yourself first, then you will learn to be happy for yourself. You'll believe in yourself, you'll trust yourself, and then you won't have no doubt, and you'll be able to take yourself to the next level. And like I said, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's in business, whatever the case may be, it starts within your happiness in order for you to create the success that you want out of whatever task that you're trying to accomplish in life, or whatever situation or thing that you're trying to build in life. You just have to remember that if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? And you can't satisfy nobody if you're not happy. And that's something very important that we all need to realize. Because I know that things happen in our lives that make us unhappy at some point in time, but that doesn't mean that we have to stay unhappy for the rest of the time. We need to find that happy place back. When we lose that happiness, we need to find a way to find that happy place back. And the only way you find the happy place back is through evaluating yourself and find out what caused you to be unhappy at that point in time, or what's keeping you unhappy at this point in time in your life if you're not happy with the lifestyle you're living. And if you're not happy with the lifestyle you're living, then evaluate it and see what you can do to make it better. And then once you evaluate it and you see what you can do to make it better, now you can satisfy another. Now, if you're trying to build that relationship with somebody, you can build that relationship because you're happy. So when you go in that relationship with that person, you'll become a more understanding person because you're happy with yourself. But if you go in that relationship with somebody and you're not happy, then now you're going to take that unhappiness into that relationship, and that's going to cause problems within that relationship, because number one, you did not find your happy place before you went into it. And it's the same way with business. You know, if you're not happy with yourself as being a business person and believing that you can succeed and achieve things in business and your goals and your dreams, and then you go into that business, now you're going to have self-doubt. And then when the first time something doesn't go right, you're going to say, oh man, I can't do this. You know, I've tried, I can't do this. This is just not working. But that's only because you're not happy. You didn't find that happy place to satisfy yourself before you try to do that business to build it. You know, because when you're building a business, you know, especially in the network marketing industry, the first thing is that you have to be happy because you deal with a lot of people. And when you're dealing with a lot of people, you have to realize, and no matter what they say or do, you know, you cannot allow it to make you unhappy. You got to keep smiling and dialing, or you got to keep smiling and talking. You got to keep doing those things in order to be successful in the network marketing industry, but it requires a happiness. If you're not happy, who can you satisfy? You cannot satisfy your team to teach them what they need to know so they can be successful, because it starts within your happiness. And that's the most important thing that we all need to realize in life today is everything revolves around our happiness. Our success revolves around our happiness. If we're not happy, then, you know, we can't satisfy no one else. And then we cannot get to the point in life to where we need to be because we're not happy. So that's what we need to think about. And that's what we really need to concentrate on is our happiness, because your happiness in life determines your success, determines how you live, determines your happiness. You know, all those things is determined, you know, by you being happy. You know, you being able to excel in life and evolve and do all these things great in life it comes from your happiness. And you have to be happy, first of all, before you can go out there and try to do anything in life. You know, so always remember your happiness revolves around yourself and is within yourself, and you have to find that happy place for you before you can go try to satisfy someone else, or before you can go try to help someone else. You need to be happy first, because if you're happy on the inside, they're going to see it. When you come in contact with somebody and you're happy, they automatically see that you're happy. So now that happiness is going to drip off on them. But if you're unhappy, they're also going to see that too. So I just want to let you know this morning that, you know, just think about it. Think about your happiness, evaluate yourself, and if you're not happy, you know, just know if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? And that's the question that you need to ask yourself. If I'm not happy, who can I satisfy? And the answer to that question is nobody, because you cannot satisfy nobody if you're not happy. You really can't, because it all starts within you. And if you're not happy, you're not gonna treat that person right, you know, or you're not gonna, you know, be able to build that person up because you're not happy. You cannot tell them how to build themselves up if you're not happy. So just know that it's very important for you to find your happy place, and then you can go satisfy someone else once you find your happy place. But you got to find yours first of all. So like I said, I hope that this morning inspiration that I brought to you this morning has been an inspiring inspiration to you, and I just hope that you know got something out of it that's going to help you with your daily walk in life and all the things that we have going on in the world today. I just hope it just gave you some encouragement and some push and some drive to strive and do better in your life and reach a higher place in your life than where you are right now, to where you evolve higher than where you are, where you do, you know, a lot more, to where you make more wiser decisions, and to where you search for that happy place in your life if you don't already have it. So if you're going out to work this morning and you're getting on the highway, drive safe. When you get to work safe, you know, work safe so you don't injure yourself or injure others. And just whatever you're doing today, just do it with happiness. That's what I want to say. Just do it with happiness and try that. And if you've been going through some things in your life that hasn't been making you happy and you're kind of sad this morning, I challenge you to go back and think of the most happiest time in your life that you had that put the biggest smile on your face, and hold that memory deep down in your heart. And I guarantee you will start to believe in yourself and know that you can get that happiness back into your life once again. But you just have to reach down deep, and you just have to realize that, if what you're doing right now is not making you happy, you don't have to settle. You can always do something else. And if there's things that's going on in your life right now that's not making you happy, you can change those things, but you just have to search deep within your soul and find out, where it lies and where it started and what created it, and evaluate it and get rid of it. Because you can, but you have to be the one to make that decision to do that. Can't nobody else do it for you. So, like I said, once again, I just want to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning inspiration this morning. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you all for all your views, your likes, your comments, your shares, and all things that you do to support me. And I just want to say this morning, I just want you to do me one more favor. Like, comment, and share on this video, because I know that this video deserves to be heard around the world. And I know there's somebody out there right now that's going through something and they're not happy. So I just want them to know that they have to make themselves happy before they can satisfy someone else. So just remember those words I said: if you're not happy, who can you satisfy? Because you don't know, what's going on in other people's lives, and don't determine just by what you see on the outside of somebody else and as being the person that you see on the outside, because you never know what they're going through on the inside. So always, be happy, stay happy, and always say encouraging words to keep everybody else happy. And like I said, once again, my name is Greg Young, coming to you live this morning from Davenport, Florida. And I love each and every one of you all. And I just want to say thank you again, and have a blessed day. Be safe, drive safe on the highway. If you're getting on the highway, work safe. If you're going to the workplace to work safe so you protect yourself and co-workers. And if you're working from home this morning, all you entrepreneurs or all you people that have a job to where you work from home, just work in a happy manner. And don't let nothing that goes on this way this morning, interrupt your happiness, your happy place. Stay in your happy place and everything will be all right. So like I said, my name is Greg Young, coming to you live this morning from Davenport, Florida with my morning inspiration. And I just want to thank each and every one of you all. And just remember, I love you and God loves you too. And have a blessed day and goodbye.